So, regarding the sleep fix lessons, I've managed to write them all down and then find the six better ones. Before I talk about them, I just want to let you know the results with the sleep fix experience for 3 months were deeper sleep. I've been sleeping deeper. I fall asleep much quicker. I also tend to get sleepy at the right times, which are 8, 10, 12, the cycles of sleep of the hormone that induces it. I don't know which one, but I do realize at those times I really do get sleepy. Um, I can't always go to bed at those hours, obviously, but when I do get to bed, I fall asleep very quickly. And the other thing that came out of it was regarding time management, my housekeeping schedule. The things, the lessons I've learned I should apply and I haven't applied, and even though I haven't applied, has allowed me to get these results were no stop drinking coffee, exercise on a daily basis, and don't take the cell phone to bed. I do drink coffee. When I wake up, I when I wake up, no, when I get up awake, I don't. But when I wake up or get up sleepy, I do. I always have it in the morning, and I've realized I can't have it later than 11. So I have to take it the latest at around 10 because if I don't, it will affect my sleep later at night. Um, I haven't been exercising daily, but I do stretch once in a while. I do have 2 days a week when I do have an intense physical activity. I do walk a lot on a daily basis. So even though it's not exercise as in mm, considered exercise as something you would do in the gym or sport, it gets my body moving, so I do get tired. Not taking the cell phone to bed. It has been the hardest thing I've ever thought. I never used to do it. Then I found out YouTube on the cell phone and I got hooked. So, what I do is I put on a story before I even go to bed. And then I lay down in bed with the cell phone beside me and I listen to it until I get bored of listening and then I shut it down and turn out the light, or I realize myself waking up and that's still on, or the light is still on, and then I turn out the light. So these are the things I need to improve. I would like to, I'm very curious to know how my sleep will be when I stop doing the having coffee and taking the cell phone to the bed and actually exercising on a daily basis. For now, the takeout is this isn't necessarily by the best order, but it is sort of. So, know how many hours your body needs to sleep. Sorry, I had no idea. It was a random saying. I even got as little as 3. I often had as little as 4.5, and my average was 6. So I noticed that 6 is the time that my body can do without, can manage. But the best for me is 7.5, and when I'm tired, I need 9. That's what I realized. So knowing how much we need to sleep will allow us to know, considering the time we need to wake up, when we should go to bed. It's not just, um, it's not just, oh, I'm going to wake up at this time and I'll go to bed whenever, because waking up and not being able to stay awake, fully awake, it's awful. For me, it is. The second thing is sleep on my left side. I mean, I heard it somewhere, I tried it, and I have to admit, it is amazing. I do get a very deep sleep. I don't know what makes it. I I'm not sure if it was a pin or a video, something about something that leads the lympha to something we have on the left side that allows it to exclude better. I don't know about that, but I definitely do go to the bathroom and a lot gets out. Um, but why it is good to sleep better, I don't know. I didn't used to, and I sometimes still don't, because the left side is the side when we have where we have the heart, and sometimes I avoided sleeping on this side because I felt the heart beating too much, and I felt, well, he's under pressure, so I'm going to sleep on the other side. But I realize now I realize it only happens sometimes, so I don't mind. I don't mind, and whenever I notice that, I turn to the other side. If that doesn't happen, I allow myself to stay on the left side, and I must say it brings me a deeper quality of sleep. I don't know why. I wouldn't be able to explain. The third thing is I finished the day tasks to allow my mind to ease, or to allow the mind to ease. I was noticing going to bed increasingly later because I haven't done this, or I hadn't done that, or I haven't whatever. And the reason I haven't done that or this was because I didn't really had a plan. I didn't really had a schedule to do things throughout the day. Sometimes things got done, sometimes they didn't. And right before I went to bed, I realized, oh, I haven't done this, or I haven't done that. And knowing that I would have to do it the following day with the things I would have to do the following day, I decided to do it before going to bed, which meant going later to bed. So, what came out was a fourth lesson, that in order to make sure I get things done, I have to organize a housekeeping schedule. And that housekeeping schedule isn't just about cleaning or chores to do in the house. It has to do with life in general. I mean, there is time I need to work. There is time I need to work by myself at home. There is time I need to work for someone else out of the house. And the house needs to be clean and maintained and updated. But it's more than the house cleaning. There's cooking, there's laundry, there's accounting, or personal finances if you prefer. There's a lot of things. So I decided to make a note of all of those and then distribute them in a daily and a weekly schedule, so that I would know that every day something was getting done of the things that need to be done on a weekly basis. I would include the morning and night routine, so that I made sure that daily things would also get done. And I would I would know when each thing needs to be done, so that at night when I go to bed, I only need to do the night routine, period, not to catch up with what I haven't done during the day. And I don't allow myself, if for any reason I don't do it during the day, I don't allow myself to do it now. I just don't. I mean, it would be not following the schedule twice, and it would be um, damaging myself twice. First, not doing the right thing at the right time. Second, not allowing myself to go to sleep at the right time to get enough sleep to be able to have the strength and the energy the following day to do what I have to. The fifth thing is have at least one physical activity to tire the body and mind, because the mind gets tired with physical activity. I mean, the brain uh, manage it all. So if I have to exert myself physically, the brain will have to, I don't know, send whatever it needs to send to whatever it needs to be sent to, so that my muscles know what to do when, and well, it tires the brain. Obviously, if I manage to do something physical and something in the mind it's even better because I get the brain and the body tired, and the brain even more tired. And the more tired the brain, the easier it is to fall asleep. And the sixth, count the sleep cycles, which are 1.5 hours. Usually, some people have them smaller, some people have them bigger. So this is a rough measure. Then you have you have to adjust to what you believe to be yours. And by smaller or bigger, I mean like 5 minutes more, 10 minutes more, which might not look much, but if you think about 6 cycles, 5 minutes is half an hour. Well, that half an hour might be exactly what you need to wake up well, or be awake in the middle of a sleep cycle and be groggy the rest of the morning. So just pay attention and try 1.5 hours cycles and see if it works out fine. Then it's 1.5. If it doesn't, try to diminish a little bit or increase a little bit and see what happens. But this is important so that the alarm clock is set to ring after that. So how does this go? It is considered that we usually take 15 minutes to fall asleep. Sometimes it takes as much, sometimes not really, but let's consider 15 minutes. And then the sleep cycles. So my minimum time of sleep are 6 hours, which considers six sleep cycles. My best time to sleep are 7.5 hours, that considers 4 sleep cycles. And when I'm extremely tired, I need to sleep 9 hours, which are 5 sleep cycles. So let's consider it's an average day. I'm going to sleep at 11 and I need to sleep 7.5 hours. So I will set up the alarm to 6:30. But I haven't accounted the 15 minutes it takes me to fall asleep. So I actually will be awakened, almost ending the sleep cycle, but still in it. So instead of putting it for 6:30, I put it for 6:45. That includes the 15 minutes I have taken to fall asleep, whether I have taken all that time or not. But the truth is, if I am at the beginning of a new sleep cycle already in those 15 minutes, it's much easier to wake up than it would be at the end of the sleep cycle. So that is also very important. Not as much as to fall asleep and sleep deeper, but to make sure that when I wake up, I am fully awake and rested instead of extremely tired and with a heavy head for the rest of the morning. So these are my sleep fix lessons. I'm sure you have your own. If you could share them in the comments, I would be very grateful, because I have a feeling there is a lot more to know about this, and that I'm just discovering the beginning of it. So let me know. I hope this was useful.